Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Miami Heat's Bam Adebayo gained mental toughness through roller coaster season. The Miami Heat have been faced with immense adversity in recent years, which comes with clear positives and negatives. One of the greatest positives is mental toughness that All-Star center Bam Adebayo referenced after the season-ending Game 5 loss to the Boston Celtics. Their mindset in the midst of injuries, personal issues, and lineup changes is equally as important as their on-court play. "I would say we've gained a lot of mental toughness," Adebayo said. "Going through ups and downs, guys being out, learning how to win with 50 different starting lineups, going through that. I feel like it not only helped me as a captain that the ship is going to get rocky at times. The negative is it's nearly impossible to win an NBA championship when hit with the number of injuries that the Heat had." Stars Jimmy Butler and Terry Rozier did not appear in the Celtics series due to injuries, while rookie Jamie Jaquez Jr.'s postseason was cut short. This left Adebayo and Tyler Harrow as the leaders of the team, who were relied on to record the bulk of the scoring. Adebayo put forth an admirable effort by crossing the 20-point mark in each game, while Harrow failed to meet his expectations on the offensive end. 5 Tyler Harrow trade ideas that could improve the Heat next season. After the Miami Heat committed to a Tyler Harrow 4-year $120 million contract extension a season ago, it has not gone as planned. Harrow has struggled with availability and consistency in his performances as a 24-year-old combo guard for the Heat. He was the winner of the 2022 Sixth Man of the Year award and seemed poised to continue making individual leaps. Unfortunately, that hasn't been the case, as he has had a rocky last couple of seasons ever since winning that award. First, Harrow missed the entire 2023 postseason run that featured the Heat reaching the NBA Finals as an 8th seed without the help of his services. He was in their perfect position to put together a prove-it type of year at the start of this season, but it was derailed by injuries. Harrow missed extended time with an ankle and foot injury, respectively, in 2 different stints this year. He only appeared in 42 out of the 82-game schedule. The problem here is that even when he was available, he was inconsistent and just simply has not developed into an all-star caliber player like the team had hoped by now. During the 2 play-in games and 5 postseason games for the Heat, Harrow only played well in 2 of them. Miami was recently just gentlemen swept out of the first round to the rival Boston Celtics, a Game 5 performance from Harrow that had totals of just 15 points and 3 assists on an abysmal .619 shooting and 1/8 from deep. His $29 million annual salary takes up a big chunk of this Miami cap space, and he has not been able to justify it. One could argue that Harrow should have been used as a trade piece by now, but it is never too late. Let's fire up the trade machines and go over 5 Harrow-based trade ideas that could improve the Heat's roster for next season. Another season of mediocrity for the Atlanta Hawks came with the team not able to make it past the NBA play-in. The Hawks reached the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2021, but haven't sniffed that level of success since. There are already reports coming out that teams like the LA Lakers and San Antonio Spurs could eye Trae Young. Being the Hawks franchise player and a multi-time NBA All-Star, Young surely has the reputation worthy for some teams to take a big swing on him. A Heat/Hawks swap centered around Harrow and Young could make sense for both teams, considering each player has been involved in trade rumors over their young careers. Young has the proven postseason capabilities that Harrow doesn't have. For the Hawks, Harrow is a player that they can properly start a rebuild around. The Hawks are reportedly going to be shopping their franchise guy in Young, and his co-star in DeJounte Murray could be as well. There were some heavy reports of Murray potentially being traded prior to this season's trade deadline, but that ultimately never happened. Some of those reports linked the explosive and talented young guard to the Heat. Miami made a lot of sense as a destination for Murray's services, and still does heading into the offseason. Being 27 years old, he perfectly fits the description of an all-star caliber player being in touch with Bam Adebayo's timeline. He is coming off a season where he averaged 22.5 points, 6.4 assists, 5.3 rebounds, and shot 45.9% from the field. Murray is also on a team-friendly contract, so it shouldn't be hard to navigate the financials for a trade, but will surely involve some draft compensation. NBA rumors: 76ers expected to attempt Jimmy Butler trade if Heat fail to reach extension. The offseason has officially started for most teams in the league. After a tough first-round exit in the NBA playoffs, some are faced with a challenge. They can either go the Kobe Bryant route and give an aging player a proper contract or let them walk to explore their options. Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat front office are trying to solve him, but it looks like the Joel Embiid-led Philadelphia 76ers are looking to get the star. Jimmy Butler is looking to extend his current contract with the Heat. A glaring problem to do this is the fact that he is aging. He is currently 35 years old and has shown shades of being incapable of staying on the court. So, what happens next if this hesitance still exists? Well, it looks like the 76ers might just acquire the Heat star via Mark Stein. If the Heat balks at extending Butler, rival teams believe the Philadelphia 76ers could attempt to swing a trade for the veteran wing. The Sixers project to have more than $60 million in cap space this summer. Daryl Morey will be seeking to fill out the roster around Joel Embiid and re-sign Tyrese Maxey, the longtime NBA reporter wrote. This is not the first time that Jimmy Butler will join the 76ers. Back in the 2018-9 season, the front office made a heavy roster spot decision which played through that he started with. However, they made the tough choice of choosing Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. Since then, the Heat star has not let this go. He is currently on a 3-year deal that clocks in at $146 million a year. This will see him deliver a cap hit of nearly $49 million as well. This hinders the Heat's flexibility when it comes to their aim of building a contending squad for years to come. Will the 76ers be confident in giving Jimmy Butler a shot before he hits NBA free agency? The short answer is leadership and all the other tangibles that he has to offer such that he leads his team into victory. This is not the only thing that the Heat star has to offer. His stroke from all 3 levels of scoring allows him to knock the shot down 49.9% of the time to get 20.8 points on a nightly basis. His offensive arsenal also showed through his playmaking and finding the right open man. This skill has netted him a little over 5 assists per contest. Butler's on-ball defense could also be of very good use in the 76ers system. He has averaged 1.3 steals this season. There will be a lot of these rumors after the end of the NBA playoffs. Hopefully, he made the right decision. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.